Hello everybody and welcome back to Arsen Girl Gaming. My name is Heather and I thank you for joining me for another bite-sized how to play The Sims. So the last episode that I did, we built this cute little strangely shaped house, and in this episode we are going to just decorate it. Now, a little bit of difference from when I was previously playing, I should say, when I was previously recording these for you, is I had all of my packs turned off except Base Game and I think Get Famous. They're all turned back on. We've gotten through all of the little basic stuff, so understand that there may be times that I use packs in my game that you do not have. Everybody's game will vary depending on what packs they've added or purchased. So don't worry about that, but I just wanted you guys to know off the bat why it seems like I have more stuff, but I wanted to be able to decorate the way I wanted to decorate this little guy, so that is why I'm doing that. So let's go ahead and we're going to go in and we're just going to lay it out basically. Now the first thing you'll notice is it's really dark. So when I am actually getting ready to decorate a house, sometimes even when I'm building a house, I will come in, I'll go to lighting, and I go to the ceiling lights, pick this little subtle saucer light because I like it the best, and I literally just plop a few throughout the house. Now sometimes I will leave them, sometimes I won't. Now one of the things that I use a lot is the size up and size down. I know that I've briefly mentioned that before, but basically you just grab an item and then you hit either the down or the left bracket or the, whoops, why aren't you getting bigger? Or the right bracket, and you can make it shrink or get bigger. I literally usually take these all the way down to the very, very bitty bits and call it a day. I'll leave them. If I do decorative lighting, I'll come back maybe and take these out, but I just like it that way. It brings out the colors a little bit better in the rooms, lets me have a better view, and then I can kind of see better at what I'm doing. So now this is such a weirdly shaped house that we have to be really creative on where I'm going to put like my doors for, say, this bathroom. I'm going to go ahead and put it off of the hallway to the back door. And I'm going to actually just try to build a teeny little kitchen right in this area here. So kitchens, you know, don't have to be fancy. They can be exactly what you need or what you don't need. Since this is just a little starter house, I'm just literally going to make it very, very basic. I think I'll put the refrigerator out here. I usually like to figure out my appliances first. See, and if I do this, I have enough room for one counter. But I think what I'm going to do is bring the door, or, oh, I can't move that door, can I? Nope. So I'm going to have the oven right by the door. It's not going to be the prettiest thing ever, but it will do the trick. The reason for that, you'll see here, let's grab, it's a red house. Let's do some white cabinets. Let's see what ones I have in white. Okay, so the Harbinger, so that would be that. Let's do that. That'll be very nice. Now, one thing about kitchens I want to touch on. So I grabbed this and I just laid down the basic cabinet. If you come over here and click on it again, you'll get this. Well, it might actually just look like this in your game. If you hit on the gears here, you can turn on or off automatic counter placement. So since the gears are the way they are, it's on. If I click it, it turns it off, and then I can come in and pick the cabinets that I want. So in this case, I wanted an inner corner, so I'm just going to come and grab it. And that will give you a little bit of flexibility in what you do with your kitchen. I mean, that is just a very, very, very basic kitchen. Now, the same situation occurs for the upper cabinets. So I typically do not do auto placement. I typically control it myself because it gives you just a little bit more freedom. like I really want more cabinet space in this house. So I'm going to go ahead and just place that tall cabinet right next to that door, because then it can kind of be like a little piece of furniture, but it's their pantry. And then I will come up back up here, and you can mix and match. You don't have to do the same ones. I typically go like you if I was building a house and do, you know, the same thing a builder would do. And then do this. And in this house, because the kitchen is so small, I'm not going to put a ton of cabinets in. I just really want the feel of cabinets, you know, and some storage. So I'm going to go ahead and put this little one here. I'm not going to put anything over the fridge. I'm going to go ahead and take the walls down a little bit so we can zoom in. Because one of the cheats that I talked about in a previous episode was the bb.moveobjects cheat. That's going to come in handy in situations like this. So in this case, what I want to do is I want to take like something like this and make it part of the kitchen. Actually, I think I have to put the wall up to do this. Okay. But that one doesn't really work the way I want it. So sometimes you'll notice you can just move it up and it'll work just fine. But if I had another cabinet there, I might have to use the move objects just so that it would go where I want it. Now I'm realizing I don't like this oven and I don't like this fridge. So I'm going to select it and hit the delete button on my keyboard. And I just deleted it. And I'm going to upgrade them to this white set instead of that kind of icky set. So just, oh, and see that white for me? That drives me crazy when they don't match. So let's see if that white matches. So that white matches better. So, and the handles match. So I'm going to go ahead and do that one. And that's just kind of how I do it. Sometimes I go through, you know, 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 iterations of a kitchen before I'm happy with it. And I knew this one would be a little tough because it's so small. But I wanted to leave like an area here for like a family room, right? So let's go ahead and do that next. And you can come in here and you can go into comfort and look at all the different settings, or you can come over here and sort by type of room, which is what I was doing for the kitchen. And we're going to come back to the kitchen. I am not done with it yet, but you'll see why I'm saying that in just a minute. But let's go ahead and go into living room here. So make it easy for me. What I want to do is I want to put a TV on the wall. I'm keeping everything. Whoops. Let me. Ooh. How about a big old movie screen? No, just kidding. I'm going to take off the white because I don't really care if I need that. We have tabletop TVs. We have wall mounted. I'm going to go with wall mounted. And I want it on that wall because I'm going to have seating over here. So let's see. What couch do I want? Now we have, I kind of just threw colors in there, right? I'm going to leave them for now. So I kind of just want everything to be a little neutral. You can do whatever you want. You could have it, you know, like a really slouchy kind of setup. I'm going to do that. You could have it really fancy. It just really depends on what you design, right? So I'm just going to do that. I just want this to be a really comfortable, like single person's house. Because that's, well, I mean, it could be a single person's. I have 2 bedrooms, so theoretically it could be a double person's house. Could be whatever. And you can add on to it because we have plenty of room. But we're going to go and do this. And what I'd like to do is, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go to surfaces because I really want something to go under that TV. I'm not really sure what I want. Like, do I want a TV stand? Oh, that's kind of fun. Let's see. What colors does that come in? Will it match? It will. So since I did white in the kitchen. I'm doing kind of lighter woods and creams out here. But we'll do that. But I'm not really sure I like that color. So let's see, what other colors can, ooh, actually, I like that one because it kind of ties the sofa and the chair together. And now I can put some clutter or whatever here. I can leave it clean. I can put a plant. Probably do actually want a coffee table. So this one, let's see if I have one that's going to be, that's a little too fancy shaped. What could I want? I could do something like this. Now, oh, actually, before I put that down, I want to show you one other trick. So I'm going to grab Millie's coffee table. If I don't place it, if I just keep it snapped to my mouse, I can hit plus and minus on my keyboard. Now, this won't work typically on a laptop keyboard, but on a computer keyboard, you can cycle through all of the swatches. So you can kind of see what works best for you. And I'm going through these, and there's not really anything I like very much, so I'm going to go ahead and hit delete on that. But the trick to that one really truly is don't place it. Keep it just snapped to you, and then you can cycle through. So, oh, that one is going to work. Now you can see I don't have BB Move Objects on right now. So when I put it near the door, it is not working for me. But I can always scoot this stuff down a little bit, and then it works fine if I want to do that. Or I could have my Move Objects cheat on. As you see up in the upper corner, it's bb.moveobjects space on. And then I could literally have this in front of the door if I wanted to. See how the red goes away? So it's a very, very handy thing. I use it almost every single time I build. I really don't want to move these things because oh, and let me talk about that too. I don't really want to move these things first, I'm going to tell you, because I want them centered with the TV. But the second thing is when I grab this chair, I want to very specifically put it in a specific place. So in order to control where I put it, instead of having it just snap to the grid, I'm hitting Alt on my keyboard and I am moving the chair into the place that I want. And I can do the same now with the table because I have the cheat on, right? So now it won't be affected. So let's go ahead and put partial walls up just so you guys can see that a little bit better. And now I'm not loving the colors of the walls. We might go back in and change that stuff out later. But I am realizing that they don't really have anywhere to eat unless they want to do TV dinners all the time. So I think I'm going to do just a little seating area here. So I can come back up here and I can go into dining room and click on the tables and chairs here. And I'm just going to pick like a little something. So let's see, what would fit in that? Oh, I kind of like this one. Kind of like this. Oh, the mission one might kind of go with the feel of this house. Nah. I could do that. Or I could just do this. Let's see what we come. I'm going to go through this color swatches and see what we come up with. Oh, I think I just saw one I like. No, I'm not feeling that. Okay, so let's go to this guy. The glass will make it feel a little bit more open too. So, whoops, I did not mean to do that. I hit delete and it deleted it. I meant to hit plus so I could cycle through the colors on that as well. Not as many swatches, but I think I'm just going to leave it at that one. Kind of goes with the kitchen. And what I'm going to do, because theoretically my sim could walk in this area and my sim can walk in this area, I'm just going to put 2 chairs here and then they could use that as a little bit of a counter if they need to. I'm hitting Alt and I'm just moving it out just a smidge. And then I'm going to go find the chairs by clicking on the chairs over here. And I want something that kind of is a little comfy and a little sleek at the same time. So let's see what we've got. Okay, so I think our best choices are going to come in these first 2 rows here. I kind of like this one, but it doesn't really go with the rest. This is actually probably going to be more conducive to the rest of the furniture if I can find a color swatch I like. That could actually work. All right, So you notice that I did one chair and then it popped to a second chair. And that is because on things that the game thinks you're going to want more than one of, it won't make you go back into your inventory and place that again. So you can place multiples without having to waste that time, which is really quite handy. So I use that a lot, and I appreciate it a lot. And another thing is, if you're placing something that doesn't typically do it, you can hit the shift key. Actually, let me go find something that might not do it. Let's see. Okay, so if I put this here, I put it on the wall. That's it. One and done. I have to go all the way back here, grab another one. Now, if I hold down shift, I can place it, and then I can place as many of them as I want without having to go back. So just keep that in mind. Oh, and I'm hitting Control Z, by the way, just to remove those. So just keep those in mind, because that is a nice little rule of thumb. Look, we have a nice little seating area. They can eat, they can watch TV, they can cook. Now let's go back to the kitchen for a minute, because in the kitchen, you'll notice we don't have a sink. If I don't put a sink in, they will go to the bathroom and clean the dishes. Now, since I don't have a lot of counter space, I'm going to choose to let them go to the bathroom and wash the dishes. Now, there are dishwashers. You find those under kitchen appliances. So if you click on the microwave, you get the few dishwashers that are available. They take up a counter space. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. And, oh, actually, I should probably do as white as possible. That'll be good, kind of. Do I have another one that actually is white? Oh, I do. Okay. So let's delete this. I'm going to grab it, hit delete. It's gone. Take this other one, pop it in. That matches a little bit better. So now, hopefully they will do their dishes, but if not, they can go in the bathroom, because we're going to make sure we put a sink in there. We're gonna outfit it as needed. So we'll start with that. Now, one thing I do like to do a lot of times with bathrooms is match the cabinetry that's in the kitchen. So, I mean, you notice if you go to houses that are being built or whatever, they do the same thing. So for me, that's cool. Then I come in here and just pick a sink that I like, pop it on there. Of course, you need a mirror over the cabinet, so we can do something like that with a medicine cabinet. You could do something that's a little more flat. It's, you know, completely up to what you want, of course. I'm going to go ahead. I think I might do a slightly larger. No, maybe a round one. Ooh, that's a round lit one. I like that. We'll do that one. And then I'm going to give them a nice toilet. And of course, I left a space for a bathtub / shower, because it is a pretty small house. And, you know, you want to make sure your sim has everything they need. And then you can, of course, cycle through those as well until you get just the right color combination that you're looking for. In this case, I'm going to do that bright white one. Now, can see how close this sink is to the shower. It is okay. So if I pick this up, you'll see that the sim can enter right where the first green block is with the arrow. So they'll just slide the door over and get in. So that'll work in this case, because we do have a pretty small shower or small bathroom in here. But now it's outfitted with everything that is needed. And of course, you can come in. I'm not going to do that for the sake of time in this video, but you can do all of your clutter. You can add towels. You can put toilet paper in there. You know, just dig around. Everything tries to be organized the way you would expect it to be, but that is not always the case. And I'm not sure why this toilet paper is going up really high, but I can't lower it, so it is what it is. I'm not going to put toilet paper in. I think it's because I don't have enough room on either side of this. But anyway, so that is just a very basic tutorial on how to decorate a house. Of course, I will do the bedrooms off camera, and You guys can, of course, download this from the gallery and do your own if you want to. Totally would enjoy seeing what you've done. I will be back with more. We're going to expand on this lot as far as like building a pool, building fountains. We're going to talk a little bit about terrain tools in future videos, so stay tuned. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Let me know you watched. Of course, if you'd like to see more and you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe and then ring the bell, because that'll let YouTube know you like notifications when I post something new on the channel. That way you don't miss out on anything that's coming down the line. And I'll see you guys again real soon. Have a great one.